the government to the Supreme Court. And what does it seek? It seeks the allotment and the handing over of the surplus land around Ram Mandir, the disputed land site there, around 67 acres, that is, that land to be handed over to the original owners of this land, which the petition says are the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas. Now, what is the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas? Well, it is an organization formed as a trust to promote and oversee the construction of the temple in Ayodhya. And it is the reputed site of the birth of Rama and the seventh and one of the more popular avatars of Vishnu. And Nyasa is formed as members. The Nyas, which we are talking about, is formed by the members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. And so basically, this is the center trying and seeking the Supreme Court, the knocking the gates of the Supreme Court to hand over this excess land to one of the organizations run by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. All right, this is 67 acres of land that the centre has thought to be released for it to be given back to the original owners, which include the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas. Like we said, it is an organization which is run by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. They have been asking for the construction of Ram Temple. Sunetra joining us again for more on this. Sunetra, as we wait to get more legal details on what is the validity of this petition, just to understand the issue politically, you know, a simple Google search on Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas, which is said to have, which is part of the petition, which the centre says should be handed over the excess land to, says that it is an organization of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad, which has petitioned governors, has held meetings, pressurized the government over the building of the Ram Janmabhoomi.
That's right. I mean, it is the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, which was the first one way back in, I think, September, October, when they held this meeting. They had a whole meeting of sons, religious leaders, and they said that they're stepping up this campaign and they're going to, in fact, before the winter session, they said that they're going to clear out the government. They're going to say, what are you doing about it? And let's look at the significance of, the petition today. They're saying basically hand over the entire site. 67 acres of it. They say only about 0.03 acres of it. So very, very small amount of the property, which is now the 67, the entire area. So there's only a little part of it is disputed. Rest of it, please give it back to the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas, to the VHP group, which holds it. And, this is basically the government trying to work its way around it. If you read the application that they've moved, they've said that the court is only going to give its order on the disputed area, which is that place where where they believe that Ram was born, and that is where they want the temple to be brought up. That is completely now under a whole kind of security. The rest of the area has been acquired by government, and both the groups fighting over it, and which in 2010 the Supreme Court had ordered should be divided equally in 3 parts and then given to the parties, and which is what we're hearing right now, and we're going to hear if it's going to be a day-to-day thing or not. So we know that the government has been under tremendous pressure, and you talked about the VHP, but it's not just the VHP, it's also people within. You have various leaders from within the BJP. Vinay Katyar has been talking about it for a long time. Vinay Katyar, one of their MPs. You also have people like yesterday Baba Ramdev, the yoga guru, who is a big champion of the government. He has said that the Supreme Court is really delaying matters, various petitioners on it, and what has given them fodder is the fact that you have the hearing keeps getting delayed. First, Justice Yuju Lalit said he had to recuse himself. Then they had to took time to form the new committee. Then they were supposed to meet this morning. When yesterday, they said no, there is non-availability, so it got. So that has upset all these groups. And before 2019, as the opposition is pointing out, this has become their main kind of agenda. They're going back to their core ideals of building the Ram Temple, which is what the BJP, when it came into this is going back to the Rath Yatra days. So we're seeing that kind of development right now. And they were saying that bring in an ordinance, but the Prime Minister ruled out bringing an ordinance. So this could be like emotional escape to give into this pressure to show. Second, what it also achieves is that you keep the dialogue, keep the conversation about Ram Temple going.